An atheist, a vegan, and a guy who hasn't put a French flag filter on his Facebook pic walked into a bar. I only know because they told everyone 50 times.
Why I'm not changing my picture. Why I didn't change my picture. Why I'm not changing my picture. I'm French and I'm not changing my picture. I'm not changing my picture!
When exactly did respecting the dead become a competition? It should come as no surprise that the American people are attempting to express some measure of solidarity with the French in response to these recent terrorist attacks. After all, ours is a nation that for the last 15 years has been more or less defined by a terrorist attack on our soil. And besides that, France has always been an ally to us ever since the inception of our nation. Hell, they practically helped build the place. Those are all the logical, socio-political, historic reasons why one might feel compelled to put a French flag over their Facebook picture, but they pale in comparison to the much more visceral, instinctive, human reasons why so many are doing so, which is quite simply, innocent people are dead, and we're all very sad about it. All of us, regardless of your political beliefs, we can all agree that mass murder is bad, and we all feel bad. And we're all going to express that sadness in our own ways. Unfortunately, some of us don't seem to know how to express that sadness except by belittling other people's means of expression. I'm sure by now you've all seen dozens of these self-important cocknobs spewing their bile at anyone who dares to extend condolences via social media. You sheep think you're helping? You don't really care. Nobody really cares about anything anymore. Oh, woe is me. I'm the only sane man in a mad world. Wake up, sheeple! Wake up!
Yeah, you goddamned sheep. Show how much you're gonna change the world with a stupid avatar filter. Tell us how you single-handedly solved the problem of terrorism and racism and God knows what other things you think a filter will do. Changing your Facebook picture is slacktivism, not activism. Changed Facebook profile picture, solved terrorism.
Where is this even coming from? It's like you're trying to mock people for a sentiment that you made up. Change my picture, stop terrorism. Literally, nobody thinks that. Nobody thinks that changing their picture is going to affect anything. They're simply doing it to express compassion and sympathy for the victims. Is that okay? Is that still allowed? Are we still allowed to be sad about something without attaching an agenda to it? Apparently not. Apparently our earnest compassion isn't good enough for some people because they have to fabricate this notion in their heads that everyone with a French flag filter on their Facebook pic is some kind of trend-whoring hashtag warrior. And you know why they think that? It's because they need their weekly excuse to whine about how vapid and detached people supposedly are nowadays. It's just more of the same tired old generational bullshit. How those damn millennials don't care about anything except selfie sticks and coffee shops. I actually had a person tell me on Facebook that this is about more than Facebook filters. It's about a detached generation. Nobody says hi to their neighbors anymore. Nobody holds a door open for strangers anymore. Well, gee, I'd like to see where you got those door-holding and neighbor-talking statistics. Seems to me like some pretty unquantifiable criteria there, so maybe you're just a bitter, insecure shitlord, desperately grasping at straws to justify your baseless belief that you're somehow more noble or intelligent or caring than the rest of the herd, whose only crime, by the way, is attempting to show a modicum of respect for the departed. You know, that basic human emotion called empathy. Oh, but God forbid anyone do that. God forbid the predominantly powerless masses latch on to a hashtag or a filter or anything they can to express some grief and solidarity, because as soon as they do, all you little special snowflakes are going to come crawling out of the woodwork to resume pissing and moaning about slacktivism. Well, congratulations. Good for you. We're all very impressed. You deserve a fucking medal for being the only person wise enough and awake enough to see through the fog of indifference and pinpoint the real problem, those damn slacktivists. Suck a dick. This has nothing to do with slacktivism. This isn't a campaign. It's not a petition. There's no goal. All it is a humble gesture of empathy and respect. It's the Facebook equivalent of taking your hat off and bowing your head when a casket is carried by. Nobody is saying you have to do it, but it takes a special breed of self-righteous dick rag to look down on people for such a gesture.
Hey everybody, you're a phony! A big fat phony!
Got a French flag on your picture? Congratulations on your corporate white supremacy. Social media has been an endless flood of three-striped flags and sympathizing from many of my peers who, any other day of the year, care nothing about world events and social causes. I just hope that you also change your profile picture to a different country's flag every time people are wrongly killed. I'm guessing you didn't feel moved to drape yourself in the tricolor until Facebook pushed that option out to you, possibly even until you saw how many people had already snapped it up. Now, when I see my lone, regular colored profile picture in a sea of red, white, and blue French flag-covered profile pictures, I think about not only France, but the people of other countries who are suffering as well. I support the people of Paris. I support the people of Lebanon. I support the people of the Central African Republic. I support people everywhere who live in places under attack. And I do not feel the need to follow some trend in order to do so.
So much better here with intellectuals, isn't it, boys?
But you don't care about the other people who've died in Syria and Russia and Lebanon and here and here and here. Really? It's the people using Facebook filters that don't care? They're not the ones trying to make a tragedy about themselves. Look at me, everyone! I'm not using a filter like all of you, because I'm better than all of you. Everything's all about me. Well, hell, let's say that you do have a bit of a point there. Yeah, sure, I'll concede this one for the sake of argument. Let's say that people are showing a bit of Eurocentric bias in their grief. Let's say that, for whatever reason, people just don't have the same emotional investment in a country like Syria as they do in a country like France. Why is that? Well, maybe it is because we're stupid. Maybe it's human nature. Maybe it's because we're a bunch of unevolved, dumb animals with only so much room in our immediate monkey sphere to process things like this. Maybe it's because most of us can't find Syria on a map and don't know what language they speak, and there's never been a Pixar movie about a talking Syrian rat. These are not good reasons, but they are reasons. If someone in my family has a heart attack and dies, and I feel sad about it, does that make me a hypocrite for not reacting as strongly to every other heart attack in history? Or does it just make me human? It is absolutely fucked up that we as a species tend to be more detached about tragedies that occur in cultures unfamiliar to us. Everybody knows that's fucked up. Nobody's denying it, but at least they are trying to care about someone, which is a whole hell of a lot more than you lot are doing, sitting on your petty little throne of self-righteousness, waxing and waning about how phony you think everyone is, as though you're really any better, as though you go to bed every night with a heavy heart, weeping bitter tears for everyone who's ever suffered or died anywhere in the world. Of course you don't. That's insane. Nobody can live like that. You push the horrors of this world to the back of your mind, just like everyone does. So how arrogant and misguided of you to deride any attempt, no matter how small or brief or biased, at acknowledging these horrors and showing concern, to point at these people and go, you don't really care. You're just pretending to care. Well, shit. You caught me. I don't really care. I don't really care about innocent people dying. I'm a fucking monster. I didn't realize that on top of being geniuses, you people were also mind readers, able to perceive the nefarious and selfish motivations behind every trend, no matter how harmless or seemingly well-intentioned. Somebody gave to charity? He's just trying to make himself feel good. Somebody gave a bum $1? Well, why not $2? Give me a fucking break. You are not the arbiters of how much compassion counts. It all counts, whether it be a donation or a volunteer or even something as minuscule as a Facebook picture. The bottom line is that everyone is trying to show respect in their own ways. And who the fuck are you to say that that somehow isn't valid? You whiny, knee-jerking, attention-seeking pieces of shit. You are every bit as ineffectual, narcissistic, and stupid as you accuse everyone else of being. In fact, you're a million times worse. Because while their modest gestures of goodwill might not affect or accomplish much, what the hell are you affecting? What are you accomplishing besides jacking yourself off over how above everyone you are? Fuck you, fedora-tipping crybaby assholes. Take your shallow, vain, judgmental, holier-than-thou bullshit and fuck off! The rest of us are gonna keep on trying to keep on caring without being cunts about it. And that's why we take our hats off, bow our heads, activate our filters, and say hashtag aujourd'hui nous sommes tout français. Bitch.
In the